predicting head-to-head matchups for Foxborough Supercross, and this is brought to you by Next Bets, where you guys can actually play some of these head-to-head matchups. All you have to do is go to the link in the description below at nextbets.com/playdnx to play. And the first matchup that we have up is Cooper Webb versus Justin Cooper. A little teammate battles here for the next couple. I think last week at Seattle, J. Coop doesn't go down. He has the opportunity. He has the opportunity to beat Cooper Webb because I think he was faster. So
I do think J. Coop was faster last week for sure, 100%. Like he was faster, obviously, and he looked better in the main before he watered himself. I mean, at the beginning of the year, or maybe not the beginning, but maybe like 3 rounds in, if this mashup, this would have been like, bro, what are you talking about? Of course it's going to be Cooper Webb, right? But now, I don't know. I think looking at your list here, this is like the hardest one.
Who are you going with?
I think I got to go Cooper Webb, though.
Damn, like, I thought you were going to go underdog.
I think you got to go Cooper Webb. Like, the dude is on right now, you know?
That's fair, and I'll back up why you go Cooper Webb here, because he has also beaten Justin Cooper 10 out of the 11 rounds this year.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think about.
I think you got to pick Cooper Webb over anyone right now.
Okay, not anyone. All right, there's at least one person, but
calm down.
But like I said, I'm going underdog theme, and I'm gonna go with Justin Cooper. I thought he was gonna beat Cooper Webb last week, but he had that mistake. He goes down, but I mean, he beat him in the heat race. Does that count for something? It's got to count for at least some. Yeah, like got it at least for something. But
I could see it. I mean, I don't think it's that far off to think that. I mean, I definitely think Justin Cooper could win a race especially after last week. He looks phenomenal.
The one and only time that J. Coop actually beat Webb was round 3. 9 weeks ago, bro. Yeah.
Momentum, baby. Momentum.
Yeah, I gotta make sure I pick these guys right, because a little side note here. Last week, I went 1 out of 9.
You went 1 out of 9?
Yep.
Oh my!
The only person I got right was Garrett Marchbanks.
Wait, I'm looking at mine. Did I go 8 for 9?
Yes, bro. I made sure I updated it, bro.
What up, chat? You guys don't know. You guys are always giving me crap, okay? But I went 8 for 9. The only one I lost was Cody Schock and Michael Mosman.
And that's only because Cody went down.
And that's only because Cody crashed. Chat. You guys are making me mad.
Hey, I went with the stats, bro, and freaking I got crushed. Okay, this week's gonna be different though. So going back to moving on to our next matchup. All right, next matchup, another little teammate battle here, and it's Chase Sexton versus Aaron Plessinger. And I had to put this one on the list because I knew for a fact that we're gonna have opposite answers here, and so I'll let you already describe why AP is going to win this, and I'll back it up with
yeah,
I'll back up why that's not going to happen.
Okay, in all seriousness, it could be a mutter.
There's a 60% chance we're not going to they're going to put tarps on it. Let's be real, it's not going to be a mutter.
I'm going to go AP. He's on a roll. It's going to be a mutter. or Ruddy. It's going to be East Rutherford or
Foxborough.
I always get those two mixed up. You know
They're
what I mean?
close.
They're close. I could drive to both of them, but it's Foxborough. It's gonna be ready. You know, I'm gonna go AP.
I'll give you another stat of why that is completely horrible. Chase Sexton has beaten him 10 out of 11 rounds this year, which is kind of crazy. So the only race that AP beat Chase was Daytona, when Chase went OTP. In the heat race.
Yeah, but this week's gonna be
survived.
different, brother. It's gonna be a mutter, and it's gonna be ruddy, and we're locked in. Chat, you guys don't know. You guys didn't know last week either. You're just going against me.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening. Chase is gonna dominate. I say this every week, and it never happens. Like, you know, the worst thing about it too is I said Chase was gonna go 1-1-1, dominate everything. This motherfucker went 2-2-2, bro. Bro,
Cooper Webb, brother. What did I say earlier in the show there here, chat? Don't bet against Cooper Webb. Okay.
Moving on to our next matchup. Malcolm Stewart versus Justin Barcia. And you'd be kind of surprised how one guy has been more dominant than the other here. And that is Malcolm as being 8 out of the 11 rounds.
Yeah, that's not as surprising. I think if AP didn't punt Malcolm, probably would be 9 out of the 11 rounds too. Barcia was looking pretty good. Oh wait, did he still beat him? He still beat him, huh?
Malcolm still beat Barcia, bro.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, you can't bet against him. Yeah, you can't bet. I mean, you gotta
So
go Malcolm
okay,
on
if you're going Malcolm, I'll go back to my underdog theme for this. Besides the Chase one, I got Justin Barcia. As I mentioned this a couple like last week and the week prior, he's been on a little bit of an upturn, and I think he's going to continue that role, that momentum. He's been looking good in the heat race. He has flashes of speed. In the main event, he has flashes of speed. I say he goes out and beats Malcolm Stewart. Now
you got to go Predator, baby. You gotta go
that's
Predator on this one.
kind of bold because Malcolm has been riding great. So,
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. JB's been riding great, but Malcolm's been riding like insane.
yeah, very.
This
insane.
next one is actually really good. I'm glad you put this one on there. This is really good.
So for our next matchup, I put Benny Bloss versus Justin Hill. And now the stats say that one guy has been dominating the other. However, go back to the last couple of rounds here, and Benny Bloss has been riding great. So the stats are saying that Justin Hill is 8 out of 11 this year, beating him. But I think the tides are turning, bro, because Benny has beaten him the last couple of rounds.
I agree. Beginning of the year, you put little Benny 6'7" Bloss against Justin Hill. I would have been like, dude, are you out of your mind? Justin Hill's gonna destroy him. My man's lengthy, and he's getting it done at the end. Okay, I don't know. Benny Bloss is looking great. I don't know. They figured something out in the beta. Maybe they unbanned it from Ariel in MX Bikes. It's a little MX Bikes joke from you, for you, not from you. And yeah, I think Benny Bloss is. I'm gonna go Benny Bloss.
Yeah, he's been riding great as of late. Justin Hill has been on the downturn as of recently. I still think I'm going to go away from my underdog pick here, and I'm going to go with Jay Hill since you're going Benny.
I kind of think that is the underdog pick, though, based off of the last few rounds.
Okay, that's fine. I'll say that. Underdog pick. Here we go. Still sticking with that theme. Justin Hill beats Benny Bloss. Justin Hill maybe get a top 7. I don't know. Probably not, but...
Calm down.
All right, moving on to our 250s. And our first matchup that we have for the 250 class is Tom Vialle versus RJ Hampshire. And now one is the points leader and one is second in points here. And somehow Tom Vialle is the points leader. I don't really understand how that's possible because RJ is beating him 3 out of 5 rounds this year. And RJ is still down like 10 points, 11 points maybe. So yeah, kind of crazy. But who are you going for this matchup?
RJ. And because Tom's not going to win a race. Tom's going to continue to get second and third. And RJ is going to win this one. And then he's going to do something goofy at the... Actually, hold on. Let me back up. I'm thinking farther into the future here, okay? And just using my wealth of knowledge of Supercross and motocross here. I'm going to go Tom Vialle. Wait, no, I'm going to back that up. Hold on. I'm putting it all together. Okay, chat? I'm putting it together. We're going to go RJ on this one. RJ is going to win in Foxborough. That's a little prediction. I think he's going to win. And then at the East-West Showdown, he's going to do something weird.
Okay, fair enough. I'll go against you here. I got Tommy V. I think he continues that trend of like top 3. Like he's just consistent. RJ's going to do an RJ thing, I think. Where you think he's going to do an East-West Showdown. I think he's going to do a Foxborough, bro.
Don't you think he's more likely to do that in an East-West Showdown, though?
I think he's more likely to do it every race, bro. Like,
True.
It doesn't matter if the West Coast is there or not. I think it's RJ's going to do RJ. I think Tommy V might get like a second, RJ maybe a third. I don't think RJ is going to win this race either. I think maybe Seth does. So you got to think about that for a split second. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot about Seth. How far is Seth back in the chip?
He's only like 12 points back. So
okay, so we're in there, Seth.
Yeah.
I would love a little underdog Seth action here. You know what I mean?
And there's a lot
that
more
would
East Coast rounds too than West. So
he does look dominant. I mean, that leads you to the next one. That's Seth Hammaker versus Nate Thrasher.
Which the winner from last week, or excuse me, 2 weeks ago for the East or that Triple Crown, Nate Thrasher. But in that Triple Crown, Seth dominated that, winning 2 of the 3 races. I just said Seth might win, so I don't know.
I'm on the Hammaker train, brother.
Okay.
I'm bandwagoning with old Sethington here. Think he's just gonna keep. I mean, he looks the most dominant in my opinion out of everybody. I still think Tommy V may get the chip because Tommy V is gonna go like P2 every round, and then these guys are gonna be doing this. But Seth looking good.
Yeah, he really is. But if you're going, man, I want to go Seth, bro. I want to go Seth.
Oh, Seth, it's fine, live a
All right,
little. It's fine.
I'm gonna go Seth. I think he is on a roll right now. I mean, he looks so freaking good at that Triple Crown. If he doesn't tuck the front, which you guys can get, don't tuck the front sweatshirts and t-shirts on exhibit.com. Go check it out. If he doesn't tuck that front in Moto 1, he wins that overall, in my opinion. So yeah,
100%.
I'm gonna go Seth as well. I don't think you can go against that. The other guys,
Agreed.
you can totally make a case for, but not Seth. I think Seth wins this matchup. Now, going into our last matchup of our video here, and it's kind of surprising. You'll be kind of surprised.
Stats.
So it's Chance Hymas versus Dax Bennick, and Dax has actually beaten Chance 3 out of 5 rounds.
That's what I
Now,
was thinking.
that's kind of surprising in my eyes because Dax had that little weird, he had the weird couple weeks, right? He had a concussion, he was out, didn't do that well the next round, and then that East-West Showdown didn't do as well. But he did beat Chance in that first round, getting a podium. He beat him last week, and then the week prior, when I say last week, I'm meaning the last East Coast round, and then the week prior to that, the East-West Showdown, Chance crashed out. So that's where Dax is making that up.
Here's what I think. I think Chance has the potential to do better. Like, Chance can probably win. Chance could consistently podium, but he doesn't. And I think Dax can also do that. I think Dax is just more, I mean, he's already shown he can do that. He did that round 1. I think Dax is just more consistent. Like, he may not be faster, but he's just more consistent than Chance. Chance's off nights are really bad.
Yeah.
Like,
okay,
if Chance is on, he's great. If he's off, he's like 12th.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's my thoughts, brother. It's my thoughts.
So if you're going Dax, I'll go Chance. I've been on a Chance roll as of late. I've always
since
been
round 1.
Yeah, since round 1, I said Chance is gonna do good. So I'll stick with that. I'll stick with Chance. I think that he will beat Dax. Maybe a top 5. I think you gotta put at least top 5. Maybe a podium. 60% chance rain. Anything can happen. So those are our matchups. Doc's thinking like I'm crazy right now. But hey, Cole won a race. You never know. Chance can do it too.
Okay, don't act like that's the most outlandish thing.
He's a rookie.
He's insane.
All right, we'll worry about that later on. But let us know who you guys have winning all of these matchups in the comment section below. Make sure you guys are checking out nextbets.com/playdnx to play all these matchups. Thank you guys so much for all the love on all these videos recently. You guys will see a prediction video tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys hit the like button.
With a celebrity input.
I don't know about celebrity, but
all right, okay, buddy.
He is kind of a celebrity, so be on
Sombreros,
the lookout for that. So appreciate you guys. Much love. Stay safe, and we're out. Peace.